Who else? I'll tell you what, yeah, it's becoming a pandemic, yeah? People that are in the pound for pound rankings turning into ducks. Is this a new thing or has this been going on for a minute now?
What do you mean?
Canelo's turned into a duck. He's ducking Benavidez, and there was a time when he was a pound for pound fighter. Probably pound for pound number one for a period of time.
Yeah.
Lomachenko was a pound for pound fighter.
Yeah.
Now he's ducking Tank.
Yeah.
And is it, first of all, have we always seen this? And, because look, like, I know you might see it more towards the end of someone's career. Maybe they're both towards the end of their careers. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Slowing their careers down. And is it a duck? Is there any defense of this at all? Because to me, it's a straight duckage.
Both of them are ducking. Are ducking. I think neither of them get the benefit of the doubt. Neither Lomachenko nor Canelo.
Yeah.
Neither of them get the benefit of the doubt. I know people will be more looking to overlook Loma's duck than Canelo's duck.
Because of the Ukraine thing, do you think?
Nah, because people's been on Canelo's back for a minute and the standards are set for Canelo's higher than Lomachenko. Yeah. Plus, for some strange reason, Lomachenko's like everybody's adopted child. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody loves this dude.
He's like N'Golo Kante.
Yeah, like...
He's a big man. They treat him like he's a youth for some reason.
Yeah, like, he's just he's literally, since he's been in the pros, he's got great talent, but he's been dealt with like, gloves, you know.
Yeah.
People are literally just afraid to get him.
I don't agree, but I didn't notice it, or I didn't care about it when he was piecing man up. When he was piecing man up, when he was fighting Rigondeaux and them type of fights there, it didn't matter. Like, whatever PR you've got on a fighter, as long as he's winning, it don't matter if you've got good PR on him and we're not dotting the I's across the T because he's winning.
We have to keep it real though. Like, this is a guy who a promotional company put him in a world title fight in his second fight. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is a person who, he didn't have to go through rankings, governing bodies.
It's an amateur boxing legend.
No, but that doesn't carry the weight in terms of sanctioning fees and sanctioning bodies. He literally just got thrown into a world title fight straight away. And no disrespect to Lomachenko because he was good enough to fight for a world title. But my argument is, where the hurdles other fighters have had to climb, he hasn't had to climb. And he's automatically been given the benefit of the doubt. Circling it back to Tank, here's the thing. Tank is realised what I've known for a long time.
Oh, here we go.
No, I'll be honest. Tank has realised something that I've known for a long time.
What have you known?
Floyd Mayweather was trying to get him these Mexican fighters and, you know, boost up his name.
In America.
You know what I'm saying?
The American rivalry.
So he became a brand, and he did become a brand. But here's the thing. The sea levels were rising. And when I mean the sea levels were rising, in the sense that, one, the standards of the other fighters around him had improved. The issue, the thing that Floyd had on the benefit of the doubt was, Floyd never had a Crawford becoming undisputed. Floyd never had, in a new way, Usyk becoming undisputed. Floyd never had fighters who could rival him really for pound, maybe Andre Ward. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there wasn't anyone who could rival him for pound.
Not just in his era when he was fighting.
In his era of boxing, not in his weight class.
So it was easier for him to become the face of boxing because there was less competition.
The stick that has been beaten over Gervonta Tank Davis's head for the past, I want to say, 3 years, 2 years, is that he hasn't fought any world champions. He has now seen that because when he fought Ryan, he weren't a world champion. Pitbull weren't a world champion. I mean, I could go through literally all the fights. Roddy wasn't a world champion. None of the guys who he's fought in his last, I think, 7 fights were current world champions at that time.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's fine. But it's not fine when Usyk, Crawford and the new one are doing what they're doing.
You also can't be the face of boxing. There's a lot of fans that we have, American fans, a lot of American viewers. Viewers. A lot of them, they're fans, man. They don't want to say they are, but that's cool, man. We know what it is.
You spend time out of your day to comment, so you're
that's what it is. But a lot of them feel, especially the ones that are from his hometown or from his city and etc., like they feel that he's the face of boxing and they feel that he's been part of these big pay-per-views and stuff like that. And there's an argument for that. I can hear the arguments for that.
I'm not even against people saying that Gervonta Davis is the face of boxing. I'm not against that. I'm not against that because I do think he is a star. But here's the thing. Hold Gervonta Davis to the standard that we hold everybody else.
Yeah.
Hold Gervonta Davis to the standard that we hold Canelo. Yeah. Where we say you have to fight Benavidez. Hold him to the standard of Fury, where we said you had to fight Usyk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you see guys a new way do what they do, when you see guys like Crawford do what he's done, you can't then tell me you're a better fighter, but you're fighting Frank Martin. That's not gonna wash, bro.
Yeah.
That isn't gonna wash. I'm sorry, that's not gonna wash.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that you're the best fighter in the world, but you're fighting Rolly Romero, bro. That's not gonna wash. So when he's calling out Lomachenko, you can probably say he's probably called Lomachenko's bluff. But what it's done is it's shown an intent to fight elite fighters, which he hasn't shown in the last 6 fights.
Yeah.
He hasn't shown that. So I give Gervonta Davis the benefit of the doubt. Lomachenko...
Pulled up on Haney, though.
Huh?
Pulled up on Haney after a loss. Is that not intent to fight elite fighters?
No, because intent to fight elite fighters will be, okay, here's a contract, we're going to negotiate. He turned down according to Bill Haney and the Saudis, he turned down a negotiation for the Devin Haney fight before the Ryan Garcia fight. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying he's ducking, but...
Does that also mean you still don't count Ryan Garcia as an elite fighter?
So he's never fought for a world title, so how could he be an elite fighter?
Okay.
And I mean, even having a world title nowadays doesn't even make you elite, but it's a stepping stone.
You just discredited world title shots by saying that Lomachenko got one after 2 fights.
No, but I'm saying I'm saying that he was given an opportunity to fight for one, and he was good enough to win his world title. I think he lost his first world title fight, but he was good enough to win a world title. So it's not discrediting. I'm just saying the method to him getting a world title.
Yeah.
But where I would say Gervonta Davis and Lomachenko, I just think it's right timing. He didn't fight Lomachenko 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Because 3 or 4 years ago, Lomachenko was in his prime. He's seen Lomachenko lose to Teofimo Lopez. He's seen Lomachenko lose to Devin Haney. He's seen Lomachenko have tough fights.
He's also seen Devin Haney lose, and that's when he decided to pull up on him after the loss.
Yeah, I'm saying, so it could just be a trend. I mean,
For me, that's a problem.
What?
For me, that's a problem. In terms of being the face of boxing, being the knockout artist, we talk a lot about Canelo. We're going to talk about him next, but there's a certain way that we want to see these guys conduct themselves. And I'm not talking about trash talking and your mum and all. I don't care about that. I'm talking about how you conduct your career. And so someone that is one of the main knockout artists in world boxing and has been for the last 5 years, probably longer, to see you only step to the elite table when you're picking up easy food is a problem for me. That's a problem for me. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to see you stepping to the table when there's guys there like Spence and Crawford getting on the phone. They're the 2 best at that weight class at that time. We did it.
Yeah, of course.
He beat him so bad, afterwards people said, Spence can't have even been that good, which is obviously ridiculous. So we need to see those things happen. I get the risk averse, but that's always going to be, maybe he's the face of boxing in terms of numbers and all the rest of it. You man can advocate for him if you want to, but that's a caveat on his record for me.
It's always been a caveat on his record.
Yeah.
And as I said, it's a stick that it's a broom, I'm not going to say stick for that. Yeah. It's a broom that we've used to beat Gervonta Davis with, in the sense that you do not fight elite fighters.
Yep.
He's now shown an intent and effort to fight the Shakur Stevensons and Lomachenkos. Yes, Lomachenko is probably past his prime, but I want to criticize Lomachenko a bit though.
Okay.
Because
I like Alex though, man.
Alex Krasik
Alex.
recently has been mainly famous for his work that he's done with Usyk.
Yeah.
But Alex Krasik said Lomachenko's not ready and all of that. He said
he's taking a break.
Here's the thing. It's just convenient, isn't it? I'm not giving Lomachenko that benefit of the doubt.
I would have used the Ukraine thing if I was Lomachenko, but I would have used something more substantial than that, because as soon as I think it was the Michael Benson, shout out Michael Benson, I think I saw his tweet and he did the tweet doing the quote of, and as soon as I saw like taking time for a break, I was like it's straight away. That's duck language. Like you haven't even thought. But there's an element of respect I have, where it's like you haven't lied about the war, you haven't lied about an injury, you haven't. But it's just clearly a duck.
Here's the thing with Lomachenko, yeah. This is a scary thing. This is very scary because you have to ask yourself, outside of Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, who is there to fight? You know what I'm saying? And
for Lomachenko, you mean?
Yeah. And Gervonta Davis...
Why is that scary?
I'm going to get to.
Okay.
Gervonta Davis isn't a guy in previous years who's shown any willingness to fight you. So, in my opinion, it's not like Usyk was constantly chasing Fury. There's always tomorrow. There actually may not be a tomorrow for Gervonta Davis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, if you're not in it for the accolades, if you're not in it for the money, what are you fighting for?
Yeah.
And that excuse ain't gonna wash for me.
He'll say the money.
What?
Gervonta Davis would say money.
I'm talking about Loma.
Oh, Lomachenko.
I'm saying Loma. Not if you're not fighting Tank now.
Yep.
And then there is no guarantee that that deal's gonna be on the table in a year's time. What are you fighting for? Because there is no one better or bigger for you to fight than Tank Davis.
Yeah, but he ain't got to be fighting for anything at this point.
I don't see nothing about risk, bro. I think he's scared to get knocked out.
I think he's scared to get knocked out too. But like you said, Lomachenko, the way the industry has built him, the way they've branded him and marketed him, and rightly so for a lot of the things that he's done with his amateur record and his pro record as well. Unbelievable fighter. But his stock is going to remain.
Of course.
So it's not, I don't think it's a now or never situation. I think
now for Tank.
But I don't think that matters to him. I think his legacy is secured at this point. His legacy.
Then why fight?
For more money. His legacy is secured enough that if he sat down for 2 years and Devin and Tank and Shakur mixed it up over the next 2-3 years, and then he came back and fought a Shakur Stevenson, I don't think, of course, it's not going to be what it should have been from a profile perspective. I don't think that damages him at all. He's got a better solidified legacy than Tank does.
Of course.
He's got a way better solidified legacy than Shakur does. He's all the way up. The upward hill. It's only maybe Devin that can chat to him in terms of legacy, and even then, probably not. So it's he's not bothered. There'll always be a fight for him.
Of course, there was always going to be a fight for him, but you just think to yourself, like, someone of his stats, like the way he's conducted himself throughout his career,
Tank needs Loma on his resume more than Loma needs Tank on his resume. Facts. We just said.
What do you mean for ATG status, like to become an all-time great?
Just general legacy.
Yeah, probably.
Just general legacy.
Probably.
That's the same reason that people would still try to. Up until like a year or two ago, we were still talking about people trying to roll out Amir Khan to knock him out because it's the name on your resume. Now it looks like he could be fighting KSI. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's the name on your resume.
Of course.
That having Lomachenko's name, Lomachenko would be at his peak the best name on Tank's resume.
100%.
So it means more to Tank than it means to Loma.
Of course.
That's what he holds.
So what are you saying? What are you saying? It was a role reverse. Like when Tank ducked the fight before, it was better for Tank to duck
100%.
And now it's better for Loma.
100%. The duck is not like you say. The way I think that it's a duck. You think it's a duck. You lot can let us know in the comments if you think it's a duck or not. But the media will not tell you that he was ducking. Not the same way that the media would talk about Tyson Fury if he ducked. Not the same way that they talk about Canelo gets treated with kid gloves as well. Tyson.
But people have been criticising him recently.
Very bad. That's taken years. That has taken actual years. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at the stick Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder got. Both their fans attacked each other when they tried to make the fight the first time and the fight didn't happen. Yeah, they both started attacking each other, and the British media said you're ducking, the American media said he's ducking, and it's all getting on top. They've let Canelo get away with this for years. For Lomachenko, you know what I mean? The media narrative will be that he's earned himself a duck.